Hey everyone, what's the crack? Today we're going to do a very different video to our usual videos. We're going to do a video about the top 5 mistakes that people make when they start streaming. I'm going to talk about them while driving. It's going to be a bit of crack, I think, I hope. Alright, let's do it. So here we go. This is my normal kind of driving mode when I'm in a stream. And as this is about streaming, I said I may as well practice what I preach. Now, number one on the list, and a very, very important one, is set the story. Make sure that people know the context in which they're watching the stream. So make sure that your stream title is correct, if you can change the title, and make sure that when you start your stream, you tell people what's going to happen. So you guys already have a fair idea of what's going to happen here. I'm going to drive, I'm going to talk, I'm going to tell you the 5 mistakes that streamers make. So here we go. The first mistake that I see lots of people making is, they don't explain the context. They don't tell people what's actually going on. So at this stage of the video, those of you who are still watching, because there's always going to be a drop-off rate, those of you who are still watching are wondering, well, what the hell is going to happen here? So explaining the story, setting the context is really, really important. Don't worry, and this is number 2, don't worry about talking while driving. It does help. It helps to, I guess, engage with people while you're driving. It helps to talk while driving. But a lot of people who watch your stream are only there to see the driving and see you. They don't necessarily need to see both of those things at the same time. However, it is a very, very important skill to learn. As you go, you don't have to be looking at the camera, and I'm driving a little bit slow here right now. My tires are still cold, so I can't push too hard anyway. But like the way I'm telling you about my tires, have some stuff in your mind that you are going to talk about, some stuff that you can always talk about. And if you don't have anything to talk about, tell the users that you're concentrating on your driving. Bring the users in the car with you. The users are sitting, they're seeing exactly what you're seeing. They want relatable content. So you need to make your content relatable. That's not a point in its own right, but talking while driving is not the be-all and end-all. It is a very, very good skill to have though. The third point that I want to talk about is you don't have to be fast. People don't remember the results of your races. Obviously, those people who are extremely fast, the likes of Dave Cam and Jardier, they're extremely good streamers and they're extremely fast. They're a very small minority. Most streamers are just funny. They're fun to watch. A lot of streamers like Gamer Muscle, who's a great streamer, and he's not slow by any means, but he cares more about the entertainment than he does about the actual results. Same with Jimmy Broadbent. Jimmy Broadbent is an amazing driver and very, very fast, but a lot of the time on his streams, he's just driving, he's just an autopilot. Kind of similar to how I'm getting now. I'm just talking while driving, but I'm not necessarily being the fastest. And you guys don't know what the fastest lap around here is, so there's no point in me trying to explain that or trying to set a fastest lap. That's not what this video is about. This video is not called "Watch me set the fastest lap at Donington ever." This is about streaming and mistakes that streamers use. So even though on the face of it, the content, if this video was called "Guy drives around the track while talking to the camera," nobody would watch it. But there's some valuable content in here, and that's why you're all watching right now. So you don't have to be fast. Number 4 is give people reasons to interact with your stream. So ask questions. One thing that I did at the very start when there were very few people watching was ask, where in the world are people? How did they find your stream? Stuff like that. Ask them how many people are watching right now. And even if it's 1 or 2 or whatever, they feel special about the fact that they're in that little group and there's some little bit of interaction. I highly advise having... Oops. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. I highly advise having some way to be able to check the chat while you're driving. I know it's not easy. It's easier with a triple display. If you have a spare monitor or something like that, I highly advise having the chat on there. I have a preview of my stream, which I'm looking at when it's near my camera. So I'm actually just checking the preview of the stream while I'm talking to you all. But I can see the chat on there, and I have another little widget that you guys can't see that shows me the live stream chat. So it allows me to interact with people. So when I'm on a straight, I just have a quick look at the chat and I can interact with people. So that interaction is extremely important. Now, you don't necessarily even need to do that. There are a lot of people who stream even in VR and they can't interact with people the same way. I do think that streaming on screens is a lot better than streaming in VR. I think VR alienates a lot of your audience straight away. But look at the background. When you see me here and you see a chair in the background, why is that chair there? Well, the people who watch my streams regularly know why every single time I stream, that chair is in the background. I have cats and my cats love to sit on that chair. I don't force them to sit on that chair. I have no idea where they are right now. But in the middle of a stream, they might pop into the room and they might sit up there. They might lick themselves and do something tremendously embarrassing, like cough up a hairball. I don't care. It's part of my stream and people know to expect that. So some people, even if they're not interested in driving, even if I've completely binned it, even if I'm losing, they're like, well, at least the cat might show up. And when the cat shows up in my videos, sure enough, people are like, hey, cat, and people know the names of my cat. Why is behind me, you can probably see their children's toys on the ground here. Everybody knows, well, people who watch my stream know that I'm a father. I don't have a lot of time to do this kind of stuff. So the fact that the place is often messy and that there are kids, and sometimes I have to stop my stream because I have to go look after kids. That's my job. I'm a father. That makes me relatable. So make sure that you give people reasons to interact. You don't have to bear your life story, but you have to give people the reason to watch, because people are as interested in you as they are in the games that you're playing, the fact that you spun, and just make a thing about it. I wasn't paying attention there. Good thing this is only a practice session. Stuff like that is really, really important for the people watching. You need to just give them reasons to engage with you. And my final point, and this is a very, very important point, my final point is, you don't need all the fancy equipment and stuff like that. You don't even need fancy transitions like I've been doing here, which I do on my stream. That'll all come in time. The most important thing, the final thing that I want to tell you is stream as if there are 1,000 people watching. If you always stream as if there are 1,000 people watching, the people who watch will also get that feeling that there could be 1,000 people watching. This video may get 1,000 views. There could be 1,000 people watching. So right now it's extremely realistic. Over time, in the future, this video will probably have tens of thousands of views. I'm very conscious of that right now, even though there's absolutely nobody watching right now. So always act as if people have an interest, as if they want to see what you're seeing. And that was my final point, but really I have one bonus point, and I've already said it on other videos. Do the things that you want to do. Make the content that you want to make. The best type of content is stuff that you were going to be doing anyway. If you have a race anyway, if you already race competitively and stuff, just do that. Do that and stream it. Tell people before, tell them that you barely slept. Tell them that you did 24 practice laps or you did 2,400. Tell them all of this. Lay it all out on the table. Because then, if and when something goes wrong, or if and when you win, they know what it means. They understand a little bit better. So that relatability and that setting up that context is so, so important. Don't worry about the numbers. The numbers will come if you just stick with it. So I recently got some great advice from a streamer. I'm not going to mention their name, but they basically said that most streamers and YouTube content creators who don't make it are the ones that didn't stick with it. And every single one of those has made many, many mistakes in their life, and those videos that they would consider mistakes might still be out there, and in some cases might be extremely successful. So just make the content you want to make, enjoy the shit out of it, and yeah, that's about it for me. I hope this helped some people. If it did help you, please do consider subscribing. Leave a comment below and a thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. 75% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed. So probably because I keep going wide at the last corner in Donington. But 75% of the people who watch are not subscribed. Please do subscribe. The channel is growing extremely healthily, and if you like content like this, do let me know in the comments below and all that. I already said that. Alright, I'm going to chat to you later. I'm going to do some driving. Chat to you later.